President Donald Trump has formally nominated Travis Hill, currently the acting chair and vice chair of the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation (FDIC), to assume the role of permanent chair of the agency, sources familiar with the matter told reporters. Hill, who stepped into the acting role following Martin Brunberg's retirement earlier this year, brings extensive experience within the FDIC, having previously served as a senior advisor under former chair Elena McWilliams during Trump's first term. His nomination marks a key step in Trump's effort to solidify regulatory leadership aligned with his administration's deregulatory and pro-growth financial policies. Hill's appointment comes at a critical juncture for the FDIC, which has been navigating a series of reforms amid concerns about internal oversight and operational accountability. In his current role, Hill has already initiated measures aimed at streamlining operations and revisiting regulatory approaches established under the Biden administration. His leadership style emphasizes reduced bureaucratic oversight for banks, particularly in areas such as capital requirements and risk management rules, while also advocating for increased participation of U.S. banks in emerging financial technologies, including cryptocurrency services. Industry analysts note that Hill's confirmation could significantly impact U.S. banking regulation. Among his stated priorities are revisiting capital standards known as the Basel III Endgame rules, which he has criticized as potentially restricting lending capacity and curbing economic competitiveness. At the same time, Hill has pledged to maintain the FDIC's core mission of protecting depositors, asserting that the agency's insurance framework remains strong and robust. Advocates within the banking sector have welcomed his nomination, anticipating that his tenure will foster innovation, expand access to capital, and support broader economic growth. The nomination is now pending before the Senate Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs Committee, where hearings are expected to assess Hill's qualifications, policy positions, and vision for the agency. While no official schedule has been announced, the Senate's current legislative calendar and ongoing political negotiations could influence the timeline for confirmation. Lawmakers are likely to scrutinize Hill's deregulatory stance, his approach to cryptocurrency oversight, and his views on balancing risk management with market competitiveness. Hill's nomination also comes amid ongoing efforts to reform the FDIC's internal culture. Reports of previous administrative challenges and internal misconduct have prompted calls for strengthened accountability and transparency within the agency. Hill has publicly expressed his commitment to fostering a culture of integrity, operational efficiency, and responsiveness, emphasizing the importance of maintaining public trust in the nation's deposit insurance system. Observers suggest that Hill's permanent leadership could shape the FDIC's policy landscape for years to come. His tenure may influence how U.S. banks navigate emerging technologies, manage capital requirements, and engage in mergers or expansion initiatives. Additionally, Hill's stance on cryptocurrency and digital banking regulation may play a critical role in defining the United States' competitive edge in the global financial sector. As the Senate prepares to deliberate on Hill's nomination, stakeholders across the financial industry, regulatory community, and political spectrum are closely monitoring developments. Confirmation would solidify Hill's role at the helm of the FDIC, allowing him to fully implement his policy agenda and oversee the continued evolution of the nation's banking system. The outcome of the confirmation process will be a key indicator of both congressional sentiment toward the administration's regulatory priorities and the broader direction of U.S. financial oversight in the coming years.